Hey everybody, welcome to the Sensitar Fragrance channel. Thank y'all so much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here. Y'all make this channel a success, so thank you so much. So again, if you find that you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. So let's jump into this video and not waste any time. Let's talk about the popular, really getting a strong cult following. This is Bulgari's Aqua Amara. Now this is a little mini travel bottle. I think it was about 10 mils, maybe a little bit more. But let's talk about how this fragrance smells. Let's talk about the projection longevity, the complement factor, the price, and my personal thoughts. So this fragrance starts out really interesting. It smells a little bit old school, I have to be honest, but it's still pleasant. You're going to get a rugged orange. It's going to remind you a little bit of Terre de Hermes in a way. Very confident orange. To some people, it's going to be a little bit masculine, but then it has some interesting florals going on. A lot of light and airy patchouli is definitely going on in here. This fragrance overall smells kind of bitter, but it's still kind of floral. Very confident. It has that aquatic kind of sea salt vibe going on. And that vibe is very interesting, especially for a designer fragrance, because it really doesn't have any of that shampoo vibe or any of that blue kind of vibe that you would expect with an aquatic. So it's a very light, airy patchouli. It has incense going behind it though in the base. That orange just permeates through the fragrance. It never really goes away. This fragrance has a classiness behind it. I feel like it definitely has quality behind it. And it's getting a cult following, just like Midnight in Paris and some other great designer releases. This is getting talked about. Perhaps it seems like it's almost getting more popular as it is getting harder to find. And, it's discontinued, so the prices are really going to keep creeping up. Before we talk about the price, let's talk about the longevity and the projection. So whenever I wore this fragrance, I got a solid 7 hours. It never seemed to really last longer than that, but it did have a little bit of a muskiness that just lasted maybe 8 hours. So perhaps 8 hours is really what you can expect, 6 to 8. Projection wise, it has solid performance. I don't know if I'd say it's beast mode, but especially for the first hour, this fragrance is really noticeable. Now, this fragrance with the complement factor, I feel like this fragrance is strong and complex. So I don't think personally it's best for the high heat. Some people pull it off and some people like it. Kudos to you. But I think it's best for spring and early summer and late summer. I still do think it's kind of a summery fragrance. It definitely has that feel. It's complex. It's a lovely, very well done fragrance. Now let's talk about the complement factor. This fragrance, even though it's very well done and it's very confident, I feel like this is a fragrance that can be a little loud. So it's not particularly the most safe fragrance, and with being very confident, I feel like this fragrance isn't going to get you the most compliments. For me, it was always mixed. I did get some good compliments off of it, but I also did get some not so great reactions. They didn't hate it, but they thought it was too much. I feel like this fragrance, you kind of have to dress well. I don't know if you could wear this casually, in my opinion. And for the kind of reactions I got, it wasn't spectacular. If you're going for compliments, this is more on the unique side. It's not niche in certain really. It's not really hard to wear, but it definitely isn't mass appealing. So it's not bad. It smells great. It smells very unique. I I personally, my personal thoughts, I had to keep this little travel, you know, mini. I do like the smell. I think it's interesting. I wanted to be able to remember the smell, but I did sell my full size bottle that I had. If y'all notice, I do have fragrances coming in and out of my collection kind of regularly. I'm trying to find what I love. My nose is always changing, refining my taste. And this fragrance just didn't suit my personal personality, and I knew somebody out there would love it. So if you like confident, bold, complex, very well-rounded fragrances that are still, easy to wear, but a little bit more unique, just like Bentley Intense and some others. I think that you're going to love this juice. I definitely would recommend it if you like patchouli in the designer world, that if you like, floral kind of interesting fragrances that are complex. There is a big discussion if this is very masculine or just unisex. At first, I did think it was more masculine because it's so confident, but I can see that it's unisex, and a very confident, a very special lady can wear this. And there are some ladies who are YouTubers who like to wear this fragrance. So kudos to you if that's you. Overall, I personally don't recommend this fragrance above, its retail. Like when it gets to the point where you can't find this fragrance less than $80, I think that there are other wonderful fragrances, especially Terre de Hermes and some other orange fragrances that would do the job better for you. For me, this is just interesting. It's lovely to wear. It's lovely to smell. But every fragrance doesn't have to be mass appealing. But this one, for a designer fragrance, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more mass appealing. I know some people might not want to hear that. I do like niche. I do explore interesting fragrances. But if I'm pulling off a long-lasting fragrance that is definitely noticeable, I generally want it to, be fairly likable or understandable. And I feel like this one it's not always that way to some people. It really depends on the day and the personality. So, again, let me know if y'all want fragrances reviews that are very honest, that are very straightforward. I love to do them. Let me know if I have enough energy in my reviews. I want to be like low key and give you my honest opinion, because people need to hear that this fragrance is great and that it's good, but it's definitely more mature. If you're younger than 25, you're probably not going to like this. And cult followings usually tend to glamorize or really hype their fragrance, and they really don't give an age specific, like Versace Dreamer sometimes, like Encre Noir sometimes. You can be a younger guy or, like certain fragrances and get in, just buy into it. And you could definitely get burned as this fragrance creeps up in price. Again, this is discontinued. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you love this fragrance. If it wasn't for you, let me know if it's your favorite thing out there. I'd love to know your opinions, what you wear. For me, in my world, Terre de Hermes Eau Trace Fresh is my go-to, classy, clean, easy to wear kind of orange fragrance. I just love that stuff. It gets the job done for me. It definitely gets me compliments and great attention. So that's been my opinion. This has been the review of course, Bulgari's Aqua Amara. If you've stuck around to the end of the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for being here. It's a pleasure to have you, as always. And I'll see y'all next time on the Sensitar Fragrance channel. Have a good one. Bye.